Welcome back to another video. Today I am checking out a section of the abandoned Erie line that you guys have seen in quite a few of JPVideos videos. This is a section that he hasn't done yet, but generously he invited us along, myself and Revenge of the Apacalypse, to check out this section with him. So thank you for bringing us along, for one. And two, let's see what kind of fun and hijinks we can get into. Okay, so one thing I've already noticed as we're walking into here, there's a light pole here, which actually looks pretty modern, but there's really nothing back here other than debris. There's like no parking lot or building or anything. So it's just a bunch of trash. So there is two of them along here. Anybody need a fresh water tank for their camper? Actually, that's probably what that is. That's remnants of a camper. That's interesting. So the rails are actually over here. They're still in place. And there's some stuff over on that side that we're probably going to be checking out on our way out. But we're going to take a look through this section first and see what we come along here.
Down below in the description and up here in the corner, I will link to my video, part 1, where I started this whole journey last year. And that video,
So one thing that Jay did warn us about, that there possibly could be some homeless camps back here. So we got to be careful of that. There's definitely a lot of debris and trash back here too. And of course tires. Like I said, you just can't get away from the tires everywhere you go. So you can see the rails just being reclaimed by nature back here. This is kind of neat too. I don't know if I'm seeing that correctly, or almost looks like the top of the rail right here has a crack in it, but I guess it was just the way that it was formed. Here's a cable still on the union plate. Connects them together. Still intact, still on there. The ties are still here. Everything pretty much is still here. But just look how nature is reclaiming it. There's a tree up there that's kind of growing over the rail. Let's put you guys on wide angle. I didn't even realize we were on regular. There you go. So here we're coming up to that tree. These ties here are pretty well showing signs of rot and decay. But then there's still some that are still in pretty good shape, so those may have been later ones that were added in or replaced over time, or over the years, I should say. So yeah, look at this tree. It's just wrapped around. It actually pushed, it spread apart the ties as it grew into it. It spread them apart, and it's coming up over the rail. Looks like we got a box drain over here. So there are a couple bridges too that we'll be crossing and checking out along the way. shit ton of noise. Yeah, I got like a concrete box culvert here or something. Not sure. It's got water in it, it's frozen, but I don't know how deep it is. Oh, yeah, that's pretty well frozen. I just broke the board. But we're gonna make our way back out to the path here. Oh, it looks like one of the bridges is already up here. There's some pretty cool rock cut formation over here on the right. There's some kind of debris here. House siding. And here's the bridge. First bridge. We're like leaving Jay way behind. That's a pretty wide bridge too. Where Alan got to. Take a look at this rock cut over here, I guess. There's another look back. There's like a path here. Look at this pretty cool rock cut here. As I sweep around here, you can get a nice shot of the bridge. Now I see Alan, he's coming across. So let's go over here and get you a good look, better look at the bridge here. Treacherous walking through here. And there's a good shot right here. Other than that, that's pretty cool. You need to see the rock cut in the roadway down there. A little bit of an opening here, not much. So this was like just rock had fallen through here. Almost looks like you can crawl down in that part. Yeah, you can crawl right through there, right back out the other side by the looks of it. Another look at the bridge. Here you can see the rail starts with the inner rail to help with derailment for crossing the bridge. So this bridge is wide enough that it could have either had two lines going across it or a maintenance road. That's definitely plenty wide enough, because you can see the rails go along, hug this side, and then it's pretty well open on this side. And then the rails curve and go that way. But you can tell the age of the bridge because the steel Actually has rivets. And look at the thickness of the steel here. Like that's my finger compared to it. And 5 different layers here. Good look of up the road on this side. So here's one thing I find interesting. As we're standing up here on the former rail line, you have a road going underneath of this bridge going that way. You've got an exit ramp going that way, and then you got the interstate right there. And it's like they all just intersect over top of each other right here. And then, like I said, you got the rock cut of where the roadway goes up that direction there. So here's a look at the end of the 2 guide rails that I was talking about earlier, where they meet together right here and they actually bevel up.
Now there's one more bridge.
So we got a sighting here. Ooh. So here you can see where we're at on this trail. We're getting lower than what the actual rail line is. So it's probably like about my stomach height from where I'm standing right now. Closer look up here. Oh yeah. So now you can kind of get an idea of where Jay's standing as opposed to me. He's down that much lower than I am.
I can see.
So it looks like right here, up here, stuff was pushed over the tracks. The tracks kind of just disappear right here. And we got a complete set of 4 tires, if anybody needs any. I'll give you a good deal on them. They're Dunlops, sorry, they're Dunlops. Let's see, what size are they? Anybody need some LT 265 75 R16s? There's a set of 4 of them right here. Oh wait, we got a Toyo. Oddball. So we got 2 Dunlops. Okay, so never mind. We'll let those. No sales today. No deals today. Yeah, you can see how the rails just disappear underneath the debris here. Ooh, what is that? Anybody lose their stroller? Huh. We got signs of the homeless camp here. I'm gonna continue on this way.
I'm not going to disturb them. We will keep our space, but give you a view.
So here's you can see the tarps up down here. There's another one way back over there. So we're gonna kind of keep our distance here and leave them be. And here's where the rails reappear. I'll continue on that way.
Body right now with this kind of temperature.
Hold on. All right, so I did get a little bit of a closer look. They have like a opening, kind of like a window, and I saw an arm moving around in there, so there definitely is somebody in that one at least. But there are more along the way here. And here's another bridge. As you can see here, the guide rails start right here for the derailment protection. This is just a small bridge. It's not as big as the last one. It's actually a pretty deep ravine down here. Oh yeah, look at that. It could be. Look at that stonework. Oh, it's actually got some collapse too. Holy crap. Wow. Dude, come down here and look at this. That whole wall has collapsed down underneath the bridge. Ice is kind of cool too. If you look right in the center of the screen, right there, you can see water bubbling up. You guys see it right there? Water bubbling up through the ice. Yeah, that collapsed. So looking at this again, it's actually a double. So looking at this again, it's actually a double bridge. So you got the rails going over one, and this probably would have been a maintenance road or set up for a future rail at some point. And we got another sighting. 3720. So yeah, now I'm gonna walk across where that's collapsed at. That's interesting that they put a pipeline right underneath the tracks, because there's these markers pretty much running right next to the rails, at least right here. So maybe they just use the bridge to run the pipeline through, which if this bridge does collapse over time, that's going to knock that pipeline out. Try to get over where Jay's at. I want to see this side too. There it is. So here you can see the stonework on this side too, as well as over here. Just neat how they stepped it up like a giant staircase like that. I don't know if I can get to this or not. I can, but I don't really feel like it. We'll backtrack and go this way. So Jay's pointing out underneath the bridge, he looks like a stroller or something with wheels, but of course as he's pointing that out, I'm staring at that. Poor critter. Probably never knew what hit it. Bigfoot ate well. So this is kind of cool too. You can see where water would flow from different directions and just meets down through here. You can see how it eroded down to these rocks and then out into this channel, which also comes down from up there. The road is up there, so you got it all coming down, trickling down this way, right under the bridge, heading down towards 81. So Jay's over there investigating the wheels. I'll let him check that out in his video. I may actually take a walk up this way, just to get a look down towards the bridge. So, all right, so here's a look looking down. You can actually, if you can see Alan right there at the bottom, right underneath the bridge there, you can see how high up the bridge is from where he's at. And then Jay's just off to the left there, up on a higher vantage point. You can see him in the middle of the screen there. Gives you an idea. He's probably another 10 feet or so closer to the bridge. But I came up here to take a peek at this. That ice, those icicle formations are really cool looking. I'll try to get a closer look for you over there. Even here, this is all ice over here. Which looks really thick yet. Or not yet, but I mean it looks really thick. So I should probably be able to step on it. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's solid. That ain't going nowhere. So I can walk across that. But look at this. That is really cool. You can hear the water flowing right here. Underneath the ice. There's a look down inside underneath. This is actually, looks like the roots from this tree actually right here. I thought those were actual branches that like flowed down here, but those go right into this tree. So that's the roots from that. And it actually grew bark on it from being exposed again. That's pretty neat. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So those are going to be pretty well solid. I can step on them. Oh yeah, that's definitely the roots from the tree. It's just I've never seen bark on roots before. That's pretty cool. See how solid this ice is down here. Oh, it's a little same thing. It's slushy, but ice underneath. Solid underneath. So here we made it back with these guys. Oh, it's a shopping cart. And these wheels that he was talking about is actually, it looks like a shopping cart. Getting any underwater shots?
Well, right here looks pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, you should see up there. Here's a look at something cool for you guys. The way the water's flowing underneath the ice there, it almost looks like it's in a whirlwind there. But look at this opening right there. I'll set these down. Let's see if I can set these down right here. Yeah. So you guys are actually sitting on the ice right now, getting the best view possible. Closest view possible, I should say.
Get out of my shot!
So Jay pointed out this makeshift little cooking chimney here, made out of bricks. Alright, looks like you could have put like a pot or a pan on top of it and then had the fire inside of it, and then you had opening down the bottom for the airflow. That's pretty clever. And here's a better look at the collapse up close. So I am in the collapse zone, but not as much as he is. So here's a look underneath the bridge. But as I'm down here, I wanted to show you guys this little ice pool right here, and how the water is just flowing on down. And you got like a little frozen waterfall right there. Alright, so as you can see, we made our way back up to the original plan at hand here, back to the rail line and top of the bridge. We're going to continue on. But, stupid me made a mistake and sat down on cold steel. So now I'm stuck.
So
anybody got warm water?
Literally, you got buns of steel right now.
That's right, I got buns of steel.
Oh, I guess somebody's going to have to piss on you.
Oh.
He asked for warm water.
I'm not in the golden showers, come on. That's why I love this guy.
I mean, it would work.
Alright, so continuing on, Alan just spotted this tree here. The whole top of it's got like laying over. You can see it laying down right over there. And you can see where it broke off right there. Looks to be pretty hollow inside of it. I can see a couple holes in it. It's where Simon and Theodore live. Alvin's up top. So continuing on, there's a nice little frozen waterfall section up there on the rocks, and here's the rails again. Got an ice pit up ahead. Oh, look at that. That's kind of cool, the way this rock is cut and goes around. I'm gonna take a peek at that quick. Let's get a closer look. That's the only bad thing about the Purple Panda cord. get stuck on stuff. So I actually got to hold it, shorten it. Oh yeah, look at that. It's like perfectly cut and beveled on an edge, but this here almost looks like a ship coming at you. And then you get up into here, and that's where you can see all the frozen water coming out of the rocks over there. Zoom in. That's really cool looking, literally, because it's cold out and it's ice. So we'll continue on, catch up with those guys. Yeah, it looks pretty cool up there.
See them?
Huh?
The drill markings.
Oh yeah. Duh. I'm looking at the ice. Yeah, you can see the drill marks of where they blasted all this out. Oh, I can walk across this one. Yeah, da, 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 da.
There wasn't any rocks protruding out. I'd probably run into a belly slide.
I'm shocked it's that hard though. Like I walked across.
It's pretty thick. All right, so as JP mentioned in his video, we're giving the different vantage point perspective of up top here, myself and Alan. He's just, you know, cruising along here. So one of the things that I noticed when I came up here is one, the incredible views, and two, right over the hill here, there's a fence which follows this line, rock line up. So it comes right up along through here. So they actually brought it up over top of the rocks here. But this is the funny part. As you get over here, and it literally goes up there where you can walk right underneath of it. So let's get a closer look at that. Yeah, so they put it up in this rock. You can crawl under here and walk right under, right here. That's too funny. So I guess the intention is good. We actually got some, almost looks like a path right here going around this. But we'll see if we can see it from the top here, because we're gonna trek along the top up here.
Where are you going? I was afraid you were going to that.
Unless you want to go down and around that way. Then you'll get a view of what's around that way. Because you can walk right under the fence right there. I just don't know if you can get back on the other side once you get around it. All right, so Alan's going to take the low road on that side. Jay's got the rail line. I'm going over top. So here's where the fence comes up here. I'll give you a look down at Alan. Continue on up over here. Yeah, see the fence is cut right here. This post is bent. There's actually a trail up here, so keeping in mind at one time this kept going, you could walk right up across this, and now it's all open for the rail line. There's a hole here that was definitely drilled out. So here's a look looking down through the cut here. Really are Erie Rail line ran through. And if you look right there, there's Jay. And there's another one of those pipeline markers. So there definitely is a gas line running through here as well. And Alan found his way back up. Looks like we got some buckets going on over there. So there's something going on over there. And that view too of looking over towards Scranton is pretty sweet. Actually, that's the parking lot. Naog Park's right over there. That would have hurt. I just slipped on some rocks and almost split my right leg over the side there. So I'm not sure what these buckets are about. Yeah, I saw them back there. So since Alan's on that side of the fence. Yeah, I know. There's a metal pail right here too. So he's gonna go check out those buckets and see what they're about. He's gonna get a good view of 81 for you too. Oh yeah, look at that. Where I'm standing right now, you can see the lookout at Naog Park right there. The lookout for the tunnel is right there. All right, continue on. He's on the move again. Hey, you guys! Huh? Yeah, right? Yeah, who needs Marco Polo, right? So here's a spot where he can come back across.
See the train tracks?
Oh yeah, there's the train tracks right there. So the tunnel's right over here.
Point.
Yep. Yeah, I was just saying that over there. So the tunnel's like right there.
Yeah.
That's freaking sweet. I wonder if we'll be able to get back down over here. Naog.
Oh, over there? The platform there?
Yeah. Ooh, she's in there good. No, it's the... doesn't want to come out. I win. So as we're walking along here, Jay actually just mentioned to me, I don't know if you picked it up or not, but we may actually come across some remnants of Luna Park, because Luna Park was supposedly in this area. Because like I said, the tunnel is right over there. So there may be remnants somewhere along here of Luna Park.
I'm gonna try to get down.
I'm gonna stay up here as long as I can. I want to look for these remnants of Luna Park now. They're coming in for the kill. That's flying into the hospital. Alright, that's a medevac chopper. Oh yeah, they're landing. So many branches in the way. Yeah. They're landing on the roof? Oh yeah, they're landing on the roof. That's cool. Huh. Well, there you go. There's our fun entertainment for the day. Still here, it didn't go on. We moved on. Alright, so now we gotta catch up. Okay, so what he's saying about Luna Park too is that from what he remembers seeing, it was down on more of a level area. But since Alan went down there with him, I'm gonna continue on up here. Give you guys this look of this over here. Yeah, so right over in there is about where the tunnel is, which last time I was over there, I did explore some of this area above the tunnel, but it was probably down a little further too. So I'll have to watch for that as we walk along here. Get ahead of them? No, they're still ahead of me. There we go. I'll catch them up. And it's getting harder to navigate it now, so I might have to start finding a way down. So here's a section where you can see how much nature has reclaimed the tracks. We actually lost them for a little bit. We couldn't even see them, and then like magic they reappear again. It's like, now you see them, now you don't. Now you see them, now you don't. So we are right now probably right about where the tunnel is at Naog. You can see across there, the way here, there's some of the Christmas display for the Naog Park. And there's actually a car parked right there. And then that also would have been the curve where the giant turtle is in the playground area. So we're pretty much right across from that. Ooh, what did you find? Look at a pyramid over here. There's two of them. Wow. That is wild. That, you know what? There must have been something mounted to that, because they're angled towards each other. Upper look of them without falling and hurting ourselves. Oh yeah, there's a short one back here, and there's anchor bolts. This might have been a tower or something. There was something up here, because there's the other two are back here.
Back there?
Yeah, they're short ones, and there's anchor bolts on them.
Okay, so it is not the radio signal. Audrey just said that I hear two more behind the
Might have been a radio tower or something at one time. So you look back here, you see the shorter ones. There's one right here. And it's got the anchors on it too. That's almost what it looks like to me. Like there could have been a radio tower here or something. Because then the other one's right there. That's pretty interesting. Like the placement of it, where they put it. I guess they're gonna come up and check it out too. Is this section of rail removed? Yeah. So here we got a section of rail that's like unbolted and pulled up and moved over to the side. Huh. So there we got another set of these concrete pillars. So there must have been another tower of some sort here. So they're probably about, you know, a couple 100 feet apart from each other. We came across another set of those pillars. These are a little shorter, but there they are. And the tracks are just under this debris right here. So we did get to a section where we have some residential homes over here, which Jay, you'll see it in his video what he says. All right, so we came out over there where that stone is, and it seemed like we lost the end of the trail. And as I was looking, I noticed it looked like the alignment could have came across on an angle in the road, and sure enough, Jay came over here and he spotted here's the track on this side. So it continues on. You can see through there, the rails are right there. So we're going to continue on down this way and see how much further it goes. Let's see if we can get up in there and walk it. Now, we don't know property-wise if it's not posted, but we don't know who owns it, so we're just gonna take our chances. Yeah, so you can see the rail right there, and it goes underneath this pile here. And the pipeline still continues with it. So that's a good sign there of using as a marker. The pipeline markers pretty much seem like they're following the following that trail. I'm sorry. Seems like they're following that rail. We got a little further up and we got this stone wall over here. Plus you can see we definitely got the tracks again. And like I said before, these pipeline markers are still continuing on this path. So, oh, we got something up here. Jay just pointed out. Nice. Score. What is it? Oh, check that out. We got some concrete ruins here, Jay just pointed out. Oh, it's an opening. It might be a mine. It's got grading over it, like back gating. Maybe a vent shaft of some sort. And that wall continues on that way, all the way down. And you even got stone wall under here, and this is all open, like something, either a roadway or rail line could have came through here.
I have to get confirmation, but it could have been.
See anything?
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Huh? It's cool. Alan says it's cool. Oh wow. Yeah, it goes in and it like looks like it turns to the left and the right there. So it looks like people used to party in there and they sealed it up to keep people from going in there. So like I said, it looks like it goes off to the left and turns left. And possibly, oh yeah, it goes off to the right as well. Huh. Pretty cool. There's even right there some type of hook in the concrete.
I'm gonna take a peek first and then bring you up here.
Alright, so I had to switch cameras here. My phone's getting low and my one charger bank was charging on the way up and it wasn't fully charged, so using the Osmo, using the Osmo Action now. But I also don't have the mic plugged in, so I got you close to me so you can hear me. So we're looking more into this concrete structure here, which you can see right there. Now we're on top of it, behind it, looking to see what else we can find. Which, looking at this, there's definitely a cutout here. Oh, looks like we got a homeless area here or something, or a camping area. Yeah, so we got a tent set up here. Doesn't look like there's any footprints going through it. Could be a hunting blind. It's actually what it looks like is a hunting blind. Yeah, it's not active. There's no tracks going to it.
But there is just random pieces of concrete laying around. I'm thinking that will come out something to do with the.
Alright guys, so we're going to start making our way back to the other end where we came in from and stop and check out those other key points where we were looking at as we were coming through. And that definitely was a pretty sweet bonus, so looking forward to seeing the other guys' perspectives on their videos of this adventure as well. So hope you guys are looking forward to it too. The shiprock. The other guys want to take a look at this and see, tell me that doesn't look like the front of a ship. Which works for me because I wanted to get a little bit of a better look at these icicles over here. So you can definitely tell that this was dug out at one time because you got big rock laying all over the place here. And looks like waste pile underneath of this. Oh, a stereo. Boombox. A little boombox sitting here. This must have been a party area. Judging by all the empty beer bottles and stuff. Yeah, it was definitely a party area. And QT was here. QT tagged the boombox. QT, if you're watching,
Yeah, that's a smooth move.
that was good. Love it.
What's it plugged in at?
Plugged into the ground.
Yeah, that doesn't come up anymore. I'm trying to got holes, but that is one of the more clever ones.
Guess it's a ground
I
wire.
don't know who he is, but because I work, I will not see it publicly. I have been corresponding with him, and we did confirm he was the individual responsible for these, but he does get around.
And we
It's pretty clever.
definitely consider him a friend now.
Yeah, he's a friend too. Which is helpful with our locations.
Look at that. That is insane.
Back in the days. Oh, the big boom box.
Nice. There's a good spot for it.
I'll walk over to this.
So that's going to end it for this video. Definitely don't forget to go over to JP's channel and cast your vote or your name idea for the ice. This should be interesting. This should be a lot of fun. So yeah, so anyway, don't forget to do that. And then also, if you're new here and you enjoy this type of content and you'd like to see more, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell. Ring it to all. And make sure to give the video a thumbs up. And comment. Let me know what you liked about it. And like I said, don't forget to check out their channels. Their links will be down below where they normally are. And we'll catch you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you all very much for the support. And if you all hadn't noticed, for those of you who have been following me for a while and who have been subscribing and everything, I want to thank you all for getting me up over the 900 count. We're that much closer to 1,000, so can't wait. I may actually look into doing a contest or a giveaway or something at the 1,000 mark. So I'm going to do some research on that, and I'll get back to you in a future video on that. So again, thanks for watching. Thank you for the support, and we'll catch you in the next one. All right, guys. So that's So if you're new here and you enjoy this type of content, and stop with the finger. Yes.